NC Piedmont Outdoors presents Canteen Cup Cooking Cajun Chicken with Spanish Yellow Rice. Brought to you by Slammer Series Turkey Calls, made by a hunter for hunters. To get your turkey call today, visit www.slammerseries.com. Also, Aqua Leisure Services LLC, servicing the Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, and surrounding areas, servicing all your pool and spa needs. And Sign Scientists, providing a broad range of services, including wall murals, vehicle wraps, design, print, and marketing services. Regardless of your business requirements, their experts are up to the task. Visit www.signscientist.com or call 919-685-7641.
Hey everybody, this is Joe from NC Piedmont Outdoors. It's March 19th today. I'm back out at my hunting property. I'm trying to do a little bit of scouting to get ready for turkey season out here. And while I was out, I'm going to do another Canteen Cup tailgate kind of cook for y'all. So a couple new things with this cook. First, one of my subscribers had asked for some Cajun chicken, so that's what I'm actually going to be making today. So I'm going to use the leftover yellow rice that I made with my Spanish rice dish and chicken. So I'm going to use that leftover yellow rice for this particular cook. I've got some chicken breast meat as usual, and I've got some homemade Cajun spices. So what do I have in here? I have onion powder, garlic powder, red pepper, I have paprika, and I have a little bit of oregano and thyme. So that's kind of my homemade spice recipe that I'm going to use for making some Cajun chicken. So I'm going to go ahead and cook this up. So what am I going to be using for cooking today? Well, I've got some new stuff here. So as always, I have my Pathfinder Canteen cook set, right? So I've got my Canteen cup lid, but one of my subscribers recently sent me the Serbian mess kit. So now I have another Canteen, as you can see here. It comes with this kind of eating bowl that you can have. It comes with another small little container for drinking or whatever, and of course this cook set. So the handle folds up to nest all together. So it's kind of neat. So I'm going to go ahead and try to use this today as well. And it comes in this handy dandy kind of canvas pack. It even had the original instructions with it in Serbian. So I thought that was pretty cool. It also comes with this nesting fork, knife, and spoon combo set. So it's got a really good knife, a big spoon, and a fork. So I'm going to use that as well. And I also have my trusty wooden spoon, usually have that, and the Pathfinder titanium spork with the handle hook that I got for Christmas this year. So definitely going to use that today as well. So I'm going to cook the chicken and spices together with a little bit of oil in one canteen, and I'm going to cook the rice and boil some water in this other canteen. So let me get the Coleman stove started and we'll get back with you quick. All right, everybody, so I got the stove lit over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some water and I'm going to actually use my Pathfinder Canteen first here because this has a lid. The issue with the Serbian kit is that it doesn't come with a lid, that particular kit. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some water into my regular canteen, and I'm going to put that on here, and I'm going to put the lid on it. That way it's going to boil, and that way it'll be easier to cook that rice. So let me put that lid on right there and bring this to boil. Then as soon as that boils and we get the rice cooking, then I'm going to go ahead and cook the chicken in my Serbian cup canteen here. So we'll give that a try and see how that works. But let me bring you back when the water's boiling. We'll add the rice and we'll get the chicken going. All right, everybody, this has been on for a good 10 minutes or so. I'm going to go ahead and lift it up, and sure enough, yep, we've got a good rolling boil right there. So I'm going to go ahead at this point and add in our yellow Spanish saffron rice. Just going to go ahead and dump the rest of this in there. And this already being seasoned rice is really good, has a lot of good flavor. I'm just going to dump that whole package and use it up, like I said, for my previous cook. Give this a quick stir, and you can see all the spices. You can smell the spices. It's unbelievable. So I'm going to go ahead and put my get those rice off there. I love this rice. It's actually really good. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on there, bring this back to a boil, and then as soon as it starts boiling pretty good, I'm going to turn it down for a simmer, and that's got to sit for about 15 or 20 minutes. So while that returns to boil, and then I'm going to let that go, like I said, for about 10 minutes because it won't take long to cook the chicken and the spices. So let me bring you back when this rice is about 10 minutes in, and then we'll start the chicken for the rest of the cook. Okay, so the rice is done. I've given it a couple stirs while it was heating up. I'm going to go ahead and lift that and show you. And yep, there it is. Nice, slow rolling boil. Probably a little too much water, but that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and take this off the heat and drain out through the holes there on the canteen lid the excess water. And I'm going to put this off to the side and just let it sit. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab this and then just kind of pour it off to the side here. All right, so I poured a little of that excess water out. There's still a little bit in there, but that's okay because I'm going to put this off to the side and leave the lid on it to keep it warm. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my Serbian canteen here. I'm going to put it on the heat here. I'm going to add a touch of oil here. This is just regular Crisco vegetable oil. That's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to go ahead and open up the chicken. Now in this particular case, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm not going to put in all the water, so I'm just going to kind of drain that out, I think, a little bit, and I'll just use the chicken with the spices in there. So I'm going to try to drain out some of that water that's in the container here. That's good. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and add some of this chicken right there. It's already sizzling. I can hear it, so you can feel the heat. Go ahead and pull this lid back a little bit more. There we go. And get all that chicken to fall in there. Whew, it is warm. I'm going to turn down that heat a little bit. I can feel it on my finger. All right. Okay, so that's good. So that's done. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this up a little bit. There we go. There's a piece of chicken. I don't like the looks of that one, but that's okay. To be honest, with this canned chicken, I've actually had pretty good luck. I haven't really had too many pieces where I said, oh, that kind of didn't taste right, or had some cartilage or something in it. The chicken actually in the can has actually been pretty good, so I'm thankful for that. I hate when I go to restaurants and get some kind of chicken sandwich or chicken dinner and it just doesn't, and they don't properly trim it in my mind, and kind of leaves you with that bad taste, and I don't particularly like that. But luckily with this canned chicken, it's been pretty good. So let me go ahead and just keep stirring this, keep heating it, turn up the heat just a touch. There we go. Now you can see it's starting to, I don't know if you can see, but you can see it's starting to bubble there in the bottom. So we'll go ahead and let this just cook. After I let that go for a few minutes, then I'll go ahead and add the spices. So as I said before, right, this is just a homemade Cajun spice mix that I created with ingredients from my spice cabinet. I didn't grab any seasoning packet or anything special. I just kind of made it myself. So we'll just drop it in there in a few minutes after it just kind of cooks. And then when we're done, we'll add the spices in, as I said, and cook it, and then we'll just add it into the rice, and I'll just make a rice chicken dish. And this will be Cajun chicken with some Spanish rice. In the meantime, while waiting at the cook, just to let everybody know, turkey season is just around the corner. I know it already started in Florida, and Daryl Madden, owner of Slammer Series Turkey Calls, was down in Florida last week and was able to get 2 turkeys. So using his Slammer Series mouth calls and pot calls and box calls, and he was using a crow call for locating them. So I had a good luck, already got 2 turkeys. So if you're in the market for a new turkey call, please visit www.slammerseries.com. Check out all the calls and the apparel that they have on the website. You can check out the members of the pro staff and kind of see where they're at and what they do. And hopefully if you're looking, you can go ahead and certainly look at his calls. And if you want to get something new, go ahead and please get one. We appreciate your business. I'll I'll let that heat a little through, let it heat through. So all I'm doing here is just heating it through. And then I think at this point I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sprinkle in all these spices. Oh yeah, perfect. So I'll go ahead and stir this around. Now I'm going to put, I'm going to drop just a touch of water into this just to get those spices all coated. So I'm just going to drop a little bit of water. There we go. Okay. I'll go ahead and let those spices coat every single piece of that chicken. You know, so if you look at that, that's what it looks like. That's absolutely amazing right there. Check that out. That is just great looking chicken, a lot of good spices, and I'm just going to dump that into the rice, and it's going to be a great meal with a lot of flavor. So that's the one thing about these dishes I try to make sure they have some kind of flavor, some kind of spices, something that's different that you hadn't seen online before with other bushcrafters that were making things. So let's give this, I'm just going to give this another minute and then I'm going to combine it. So let me let that cook, and I'll bring you right back as soon as I'm ready to put it all together. All right, everybody, this is done. You can see it right there. It's bubbling in the bottom, cooked through, heated up. Spices are all mixed in together. Looks great. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the stove, take off my lid here, and you can see my Spanish rice is right there. So what I'm going to do this time, I think, I've eaten out of my other Canteen cup. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the rice right in with the chicken here in my Siberian cup, or Siberian, I keep saying Siberian, Serbian mess kit, sorry about that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put all this rice right into this this Canteen cook set here. I'm going to put that all right in there and get that all out. Perfect. I'm going to put that on the side, and I'm going to mix this together so that chicken and rice are all mixed together. And between the flavor on the rice and the spices that I added in the chicken, this is really going to be flavorful, and it's going to have some kick. So remember, I used about what I did for the spices, I used about a half a teaspoon of each of the spices for the recipe. So that's half a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of onion powder, garlic powder, thyme, oregano, cayenne pepper, red pepper. So yeah, I didn't use any salt or regular black pepper because I figured there's enough salt in with the chicken, canned chicken, and with the cayenne and red pepper, that would be spicy enough. So a little windy today, sorry about that. But so there's what it looks like, all mixed together. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this meal. So again, thanks everybody for watching. This is Joe from NC Piedmont Outdoors. Appreciate all the subscribers. We're up to about 38 or 39 at this point, so appreciate y'all watching and paying attention. Thanks to my subscriber for providing me with this new mess kit. Really worked out great today. I'm going to use it a few more times in the future in future cooks, so really appreciate that. Thanks for the suggestion from another subscriber to do some kind of Cajun chicken. So here you go, I made Cajun chicken. So if you like what you see, please go ahead and hit that like. Please go ahead and hit subscribe. And if you have any comments, please drop them in. I'd be happy to answer for them. And as always, thank our sponsors, Slammer Series Turkey Calls, Science Scientists, and Aqua Leisure Services up in Delaware. So thanks again for watching, and we'll stay tuned for our next video coming soon. Thanks.